Okay, so I think that I turned this on at 2:45, and it is currently 4:37. So we're about 2 hours in. If you remember, the temperature of the fajita mix was at 58 degrees right out of the refrigerator. We had an 84-degree coffee. Then we also had ice, just ice in a glass, and then we had some meat that we're thawing. So we're going to go ahead and double check these temperatures at about 2 hours. And hey guys, Jeremy here, and today we're taking a look at this heating pad, which was sent to me at no charge for this review. I think that this would come in super handy, like over the holidays, or if you're having gatherings and need to keep your food warm and you don't have a lot of space for that. This heating pad is going to be ideal for that. You've got 3 different temperature settings, going to get all the way up to 215 degrees or down to about 120 degrees. Super simple, easy to use, and it's quick to warm up. So we're just plugging it into a regular outlet. And then we have our power button and a gear button. And then we've also got our temperature indicators here. So the way that you operate this is just pretty simple. You're going to long press it to power it on. Default mode is going to go right to 140 degrees. If you click your gear button right here, you're going to change your temperature modes. And this is going to be your low, medium, and high. And you can just cycle through those. We're going to leave this on high right now because I'm running just a couple of tests here. I want to see how well it works. Now, they do say that it heats up really fast and reaches max temperature in under 10 minutes. You're not going to be cooking stuff on this, but you are able to keep stuff warm. So what I'm doing here is I am thawing out some ribeyes for tonight. So let's say that you're late for dinner. You don't know what you're going to have. You got some stuff in the freezer, but you know how long it takes to thaw stuff out. Putting it on this heating pad should accelerate that defrost mode and allow you to cook these just a little bit sooner. So it is actually 2:45 in the afternoon. I got 5 big thick ribeyes here, and we're going to try to thaw them out and have them for supper. Next thing that we got going on here is some peppers that we had in a fajita mix. When you're putting containers on here, we will make sure that they're not going to melt. So this bowl is a solid bowl, and it's microwavable, and it's also going to be able to be on top of the heating pad, no problem there. Also got a cup of coffee here that we're going to try to warm up, and then we're melting some ice just to see how long something like this takes. So the heating pad, it is 24 inches, so it's 2 feet by 15. So you got 24 by 15, and the thickness is 7 millimeters. We're going to use our meat thermometer. I can't stick it into the pad, of course, but I can press on the prong, and you can see heating up really quickly here. So what we're going to do now is just check some of these temps. We're going to let this sit out for a while. My coffee, 84 degrees. And then we've also got our fajita mix over here. It's right out of the refrigerator, so it's probably pretty cold. 62 degrees, okay? So we're going to come back in about 30 minutes, and we're going to see where things are. That's just about eating temperature right there, 93, 94 degrees. That's not going to be too bad. And we're up about 10 degrees there. And I think what the difference is going to be the bowls. So this ceramic cup is probably a better insulator than this bowl. However, what we got here with the ice water is that it raised that temperature from ice to 84 degrees. And then finally, we have our meat. Now, the meat is not thawing at all. And I think it's because, we got that styrofoam barrier between the heat and the meat. What I could do is I could pull the meat off of the styrofoam and just lay it right on the heating pad. But I don't want to risk beginning to cook any of this. I just want it to thaw out. And then if we did just put the meat right onto the heating pad, then we're going to get a mess of blood, and we just don't want that. So I could probably pull those off and put them on a porcelain plate or ceramic plate and just let that plate heat up. Would probably be more efficient than this styrofoam. But when we're done with this, we can pull all of the, once we pull all of the food off of it, this is going to be an easy cleanup, okay? So all you got to do is get a damp cloth, power it off so that we're not getting any water along with our electricity, and then we can just begin wiping it off. And then another really neat feature is that when this has cooled down, you can just roll this up and store it away. Just like that. Is that cool or what?